Hello, welcome back to my subscription box life. I'm glad that you were able to join me again today. I have Muse Kits with me today. They used to be Smart Art, but they changed their name in, I believe it was September of 2022, and they changed it to Muse Kits. It's the same owners. They just chose to change the name because they felt that it better represented their product. And after doing one of their kits, I understand what they mean when they changed it to Muse Kit, because they want to inspire you. There's inspiration in every single one of these boxes. It's like they're your muse for the art that you're about to do. They give a little booklet that has inspiration in it and guidelines. They guide you. It's no paint by numbers or anything like that. It's inspiration. They don't tell you what to do. They guide you and they inspire you to create whatever it is that you choose to create with the products that they have given you. They'll also feature in the little booklet art from that people have done with their kits, and they've provided their pictures to them of their final product. So that you'll see, usually it's in the last page of their little booklet that'll have the art that others have done with the inspiration they've provided. They're a lot of fun. I have enjoyed it. So I do want to say this is the December Muse kit, and I already unboxed it. I did a video previously and I unboxed it, and I don't know what happened. I'm using different equipment now because I was getting a little frustrated with the other equipment I was using, but for whatever reason, it chose to record like the last two items I pulled out of this box. And nothing else. It didn't record anything else. So it would have been so much better if it would have recorded everything but the last two items, and then I could have just taken pictures and added it on to the video. But I decided, since it was the last two, I would just redo the video. So I've already unboxed this. I've already been into it, but I want to show you what came in the December box. So this is what it looks like. It's a very colorful box. I like it. The colors look really nice put together. Open it. They have laurel points, share your work. You can earn points for different things that you do with their art box. All right, and in this box, so here's the little booklet I was telling you about right here. And in this, it tells you what your project is for the month. This is your book of inspiration. So it's resin pouring this month. And it gives you a page with the tools that you are receiving. I haven't done the project yet, thankfully. I haven't used any of the items in here. I almost started the project before I realized the video didn't work. So I have everything, nothing's been opened inside the box. And a little quick start guide to get you going. This tends to be kind of an easier project for you to do, just to get your hands wet. And then art prompts. This for me is inspiration right here, these pictures. I said the sunset picture right here, that was my inspiration. That's beautiful. I kind of like the royal too, now that I'm looking at it again, all this, the sparkly. That almost, it even reminds me of the ocean. I might do something with that now that I think about it, with the royal, that's blue sparkly. All right, and then they give you a skill challenge. So this is a little harder, something a little more difficult to use your items with. And then, as I was telling you, the last page has art from the kit users. on it. They feature that, which I think is nice. It brings the community together. All right, so there's your book. I'm actually going to open it to the tools page just in case I can't remember what an item was. I can tell you. So they sent a nice little mat, which is nice. That way you don't have to worry about, I'm always cutting paper and trying to spread it out around to protect my workspace. But here they give you a nice little reusable, it feels like it's a silicone mat. So it will stay in place for one thing. And two, you can reuse it. Wash it off and reuse it. Some nice paint brushes. Right here. Back. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 paint brushes. I have a feeling these are gloves in this little thing here to protect your hands from the resin. It looks like a glove type material in there. And this is a mold. Let's see, which mold is this? This is coaster holder mold. So I haven't used this yet, so I'm not exactly sure. I think you must pour your resin in on this side, and then it fills these little holes and goes over the top. You can see it has a little arch here too. Let me put this behind. I'm not sure if you'll be able to see it better like this, but you can see it's squishy. And then you get a little beaker. It's got milliliters on the side, so you can measure with this. And this will be handy to wash out and reuse too. I like things that you can reuse. All right, and then these are coaster molds. So they're thin, and you pour your resin in here, make little coasters out of it. And we have some colors. So we have like a blue, a gold, and a green, and these are all metallic colors. Here's that. Let me, whoops. All right. So, metallic blue. The green. And your gold. All right, and then you have the resin mix. So you have an A and a B resin mix here. And I believe you pour these two together to activate them to make your coaster or your, what is this again? It's a coaster holder mold. So here's your resin. And then I believe you would pour it, you would measure it into your little beaker here and stir it up in there. Okay, let's see what we have. We have 3 colors of alcohol ink. This looks like it might be just a clear alcohol ink, and then we have, looks like a red and a purple. So here's the red and purple. And here is the clear. I think it's clear. I'm not sure, but it doesn't really have a color to it, unless it's it's white. I don't know. It could, maybe it could be white. My little booklet is sticking to the table protector. Little caps. This is an all-inclusive, as you can tell, this is an all-inclusive kit. You don't have to go to the art store to buy anything. Everything you need is in here, including just these little extra caps even. They've thought of everything for in here. And tiny beakers. Well, I dropped one. There's two of these same little beakers for measuring. So I'll pick that one up later. And of course your sticker, you have your sticker. Love those stickers. And you know what I'm noticing? This came with a treat. I must have ate the treat already. I don't remember what the treat was. It did have a treat in there though. I'm positive of it. I remember it. So I must have ate the treat before I knew that the video didn't work. Oh well. We got beakers. Or not beakers, sorry. These are pipettes. Right here. Little plastic pipettes. I'm saving the prettiest thing for last. There was something in here that I just thought was so pretty, just even to look at. Itself was inspiration, but there's a little decoration in here in the box, but I'm saving it for last. All right, then you have stirs, your little wooden popsicle stick stirs. And this, it's got different ends to it. Here, let me show you really closely. So it's got these different shaped ends. I have a feeling this is for like maybe making design in your resin maybe. Let's see what this says, 11. No, it's actually a stir. That's what they're saying. Perfect for mixing epoxy resins. That may be a little sticky. Okay, so then the silicone makes it, the silicone coating on this makes it so that the resin just slides right off. And the different edges are to get a really good scraping in whatever container it is that you're using to stir your epoxy, because you have to stir your epoxy really well. It needs to be stirred up really, really good in order to work. And then there's these are finger cots. These are finger cots. All right, it's to protect your fingers from the resin. You don't want any of that resin getting on your skin. So as I said, they've thought of everything that you need. And here is the prettiest item. I just thought this was so pretty. These are little shells, colored shells. Isn't that pretty? All those different colors. And these shells actually are my inspiration. So with that, the picture of the blue royal, it was called. Let's see if I can find that page. So with this picture, this inspiration, this is going to be my inspiration right here. I am going to make coasters for a friend of mine who just had a home renovation. It was a pretty extensive home renovation, and it took months to finish. They started, I believe, in July of 2022, and it just got finished in December of 2022. So she deserves a little treat. And so I'm going to make her a couple of new coasters for her new home and getting through that project. I know it was tough, but she got through it like a champ. And she also has 3 kids to boot. And they lived in that renovation. So I will get started on my coasters, and I will give you some updates on how it goes and what my final product looks like. And I'm sure I'm going to have fun doing this. It might be a trial and error. I don't know what the coasters are going to look like when I'm finished with them, but I'll show you and let you see what I've come up with. All right, so this is Muse Kits. It's plural with an S, MUSEKITS, musekits.com. Go check out their subscription plans. They have month-to-month, 3-month, and a 6-month subscription plan. So check that out. They also have a store. I believe you can purchase 1 kit. So check that out as well. Just make sure I'm correct. If you want to just purchase 1 kit, go there and see what you can find on their website. I know they have all kinds of things there. A lot of information on that website. I'm going to get crafting. Like, subscribe to this channel. Check out my social media. Check out my blog, my subscription box life.com. And I will see you very, very soon. Hey there. So I am going to make a coaster. I am going to make it for a friend of mine that just had a renovation, and she deserves a little something special. So get our resin. We have resin A and resin B. Open these up. I am outside, so you may hear the wind. But I know resin smells very strong. Sorry, I'm gonna put some gloves on. These are not the gloves that Muse Kits gave me, but I decided to grab these out because I think they'll fit me better. There, that's better. Now I'm not getting anything on my fingers. So that was A. Here's B. Hopefully nothing blows away because it is very windy here today. All right, so it says to add 15 mils of A and B together and then mix them. A, and here we have B. I'm going to put the caps back on. I'm going to stir it gently, because this is full. This little beaker is full right to the very top. I'm using my Muse Kit little placemat though to protect. I did protect the countertop with extra paper though. I don't trust myself. I can already see there's some, so I got a little bug here. I can already see I've got a couple bubbles in here, but I'm gonna go with an ocean type of a theme. And so if I have a few bubbles in, I don't care. Stir it up. Okay, so I can feel it starting to thicken. Just gonna give it a couple more good scrapes around the side and around the bottom. And it looks like it's mixed pretty good to me. I'm going to attempt to put 2 different colors into my coaster that I'm making for my friend. So I'm going to pour about 15 mils into this beaker. going to attempt to do a half and half. And let's see, I'm gonna take the blue into one. I'm just gonna add that's all I'm gonna add. I'm gonna stir it up to see what it looks like. So this was the blue color. Yeah, that's all I need. And I'm gonna stir a little bit of, so I figured out what this is. It's a rainbow alcohol ink, and from what I understand, it's supposed to make like a little ripply effect. So I'm gonna put about 5 drops in. I already cut the top of this. Stir it up. Okay, I am ready to pour. So here's my little coaster mold. And I'm going to pour from opposite ends here. See what happens. I'm crossing my fingers this was enough resin. It looks like it's spreading out. As much out as I can. Just trying to let it flow out naturally. I might need to take my little stir stick and help it a little bit. Let's see what happens if I do this. And I'm going to flip it for this side. All right, there we go. Okay, now since I'm going with a little beach theme, I'm going to take some of these little, I'm hoping I don't have too much stuff on my fingers to get the shells out, but I'm going to take a few of the shells and just kind of put it on the little divide here, kind of in a little random way. Some other colors. This is a pretty blue color. A little yellow. Oh, I don't want that on top. Oh, it's okay. Art is not perfect. So I think I'm just going to let them fall where they fall now. I think it looks better when you just randomly drop these. Happy accident, as Bob Ross says. There we go. I have a few more that fell out, so I'll put it in. There we go. And it says you can squish these down if you want. Let's see what happens if I push them down and into it a little bit. And I don't care if this line is straight or not. Yeah, I like that. down. There we go. There, I like that. Well, now I'm going to let it set, and it says it has to dry for about 24 hours before I can take it out of the mold. So I'm just going to let it dry, and I will show you a picture of what it looks like after I get it out of the mold. All right, I have waited 2 days for this to cure, and now I'm going to take it out of its mold. It's easy to do. That was not hard. Came out fairly easy. So here it is. My cute little coaster. I really like this. I'm gonna give these to my friend, but I like these so much, I'm gonna make some for myself. But let me show you, I made the coaster holder, and I made another coaster as well. So here's the coaster. The coaster holder. This is the coaster holder. So this was a fairly easy project. I thought it was just kind of mixing and waiting for it to cure. So here's, I'm gonna make her 2 more coasters so that I can fill up the little coaster holder. See, isn't that cute? And give it to her as a little surprise for her getting through her renovation that seemed to take forever. But I thought these were very coastal. I live in Florida, and I thought these would look good in a Florida home with the little seashells in them. And I was inspired by the inspiration page in the Muse kit. It was called Royal, but it had some little flecks in it that just kind of reminded me of the ocean. So that's where I got this idea from. Again, this is musekits.com, plural. This is My Subscription Box Life. Check out their subscriptions. They have several subscription boxes, and check out mysubscriptionboxlife.com. I will put up close pictures of these cute little coasters. There's lots of glare on it from the light, but I'll put up close pictures so you can see them better on mysubscriptionboxlife.com. Check that out. Go to social media and follow, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Again, this is Muse Kits. This is the December project. I think the hardest part was getting this out of its mold, and that wasn't even really that hard. But fairly easy project to do. I highly recommend it. musekits.com.